Hi everyone and welcome to the monthly update video for February 2023. As usual, we're going to start with what is to come on the channel for the next month or so, and I'm not going to lie, it's going to be a bit pricey. Gateshead have been dealt a lot of away games coming up, and in light of that I am basically having to sort of save my football fund for them. So football league games, Premier League games, whatever, going to be put on the back burner for the time being. That's just the way it's got to be. But that's not to say there isn't some decent games coming up. Of course there is. And next up is going to be on Saturday when it'll be Banbury United versus Gateshead in the fifth round of the FA Trophy. A very open competition now. One that any team still in it will think that they can go on and win, and we're no different to that. Of course, it's going to be a real banana skin on Saturday against a team that have settled in well to life in the league below after promotion last season. Of course, like us last season, went up from their league as champions, and they'll be eyeing up an upset. So got to be on our guard, but where we're playing just now, as well, we've every reason to be confident. And next video after that is if we get through. I will of course do the reaction to the draw for the quarterfinals of the FA Trophy, but that is of course if we get through. But the next match video will be on Valentine's Day, Tuesday the 14th of February, so next Tuesday, and it's a really big game at the bottom of the National League table. It is Oldham Athletic versus Gateshead. Of course, the second time we'll face them at Boundary Park in a month. Obviously, when they're in the FA Trophy in January, now going back there in the league. It's a real relegation six-pointer, but really enjoyed my visit there last month. A proper old school ground, so very much looking forward to going back. On Friday the 17th of February, so it's been a bit of a rarity this season, but there is going to be Friday night football, and it is back into the Northern League with Redcar Athletic versus CM Red Star. Athletic, of course, run by some really good people. It's a really nice setup and things like that, so it's definitely a night that I'm looking forward to. And then the next day, it is Southend United versus Gateshead. Now, given the ongoing situation at Southend regarding their owner, etc., I'm expecting the atmosphere to be a bit toxic. It's like, and to be fair, I totally get it. Like, they've been absolutely shafted by the totally careless owner, and that's the only way you can put it. But again, proper old school ground, first ever visit to Roots Hall. So looking forward to that side of it, and of course the football side of it. But yeah, in terms of the politics of it all, I do stand with the Southend fans. Of course I want to beat them on the day, but that's by the by. Then on Tuesday the 21st, it is once again Gateshead and Oldham Athletic going head to head, but this time at the International Stadium. Of course, the game at Boundary Park has been postponed twice, and it's just the way the stars have aligned. We just ended up facing them twice in a week, but it's going to be two massive games. But as always, very much looking forward to it. It just feels like we've not really had that many home games at all recently, so it'll be nice to be actually at the International Stadium and not have to travel half the length of the country just to watch Gateshead play. But then on the Thursday night, which would be Thursday the 23rd, there's a bit of a theme going on for this month, isn't there, where I see the same two teams play each other on multiple occasions. Of course, at the weekend we saw the Durham derby between Durham City and Durham United, and on Thursday the 23rd it is the reverse fixture. So if you enjoyed that video on Saturday, there's plenty more of it to come. Then on Saturday the 25th, another big relegation six-pointer, Maidstone United versus Gateshead. Personally, one of my favourite away days of the season. The food's really good at the ground. There's some great pubs in Maidstone. The local fans are usually spot on with you. So you've got to Yeah, it's always one that I very much look forward to. Then Tuesday the 28th, nothing's concluded of yet, but as it stands, I'm looking into Ashington versus Carlisle City. Of course, Ashington in the Northern League Division 1 title race against a Carlisle City side who have never been pushovers, so it could be an interesting one. But as well, if Sunderland beat Fulham tonight in the replay, not that game's going on right now, I'm not sure the scores or anything like that. But if Sunderland win, then I may well go to Sunderland versus what would be Sunderland versus Leeds United in the fifth round. Of course, probably not one to be missed. Two fan bases, you can guarantee you'll be right up for it under the lights. It'd be a great atmosphere, and of course, there is the extra added factor that it'll be 50 years on from the famous 1973 final. So just wait and see with that one. But looking ahead to March, lots of teams are going to be playing football several times. But on Friday the 3rd, it is another derby to come for the channel, and it is the Billingham derby between Billingham St Antonia and Billingham Town. Of course, Sinners these days playing their home games in Stokesley. But obviously, two clubs that are really steeped in tradition in terms of the Northern League, especially. So it'll be a good night. It'll be a good game to go to. Both teams looking to get promoted. So it's a big game. Bragging rights aside, then Saturday the 4th, a big game at both ends of the National League table. It is Gateshead versus Chesterfield. Don't think there really needs to be much more said about that one. Massive challenge for us, but we're playing well at the minute. And at home, we need the points as well, so you never know. Then Sunday the 5th, there will be a game, but I've not decided where it's going to be yet. It could be watching Durham Women at Maiden Castle, but I'm just going to see if anything else comes up, then just try and make a educated decision from there. So that is all the games that are to come before the next monthly update video. And as I record this, I have just got a major thank you to make, and it is of course to you guys, because today I have surpassed 1,000 subscribers. Didn't think I'd get there like at this point in the season. I thought I'd maybe do it this season, but it could be back end, but somehow I don't know why. I've had a bit of an influx of new subs coming in today, and I just want to say welcome to each and every one of you. Hope you enjoy all the content that's to come. I hope you've enjoyed whatever you've watched today. I really appreciate every single one of you. Because it's what keeps me going. Really helps me with my confidence and stuff like that to make as good a content as I possibly can. So here's to the future. That's all I can say on that. This channel is definitely heading in the right direction now, and there were signs of that sort of in January. Like I think the videos such as Man United against Charlton, Gateshead against Wrexham, although obviously a bit disappointed personally with the result of that game, and obviously Sunderland against Middlesbrough as well. The future's bright. We're heading back in the right direction, and long may it continue. Now I'm going to turn our attentions to something that's a little bit further in the future, but I do have an important update, and it is regarding this year's European trip, which, as I have mentioned, will be to Germany, but it's been a slight reschedulement. I mean, it'll still be on the same weekend, but the way it's just worked out, I'll now have to travel out there early on the Saturday morning, but I have extended the stay at the end, so in place of what would have been a game on the Friday night, it'll be a game on the Monday night, then obviously travel back to the UK on the Tuesday morning. So that's what I've got to say, but I can confirm one of the games now, and it is Bayer Leverkusen versus FC Cologne. Really excited for that. A bit of a local derby as it happens as well, isn't it? So really excited for that aspect. First derby game abroad and stuff like that. It's going to be a hell of a trip. It could possibly be my best ever European trip. So Really looking forward to it. And last but not least is I'm just going to have a chat to you about the future of double football days on the channel now. Obviously, if I do attend two games in one day, I'll just sort of band them both in together. What I can tell you is from next season, that's going to change. It'll be one video for each game, because I just feel as though if you sort of band them all in together, one of the games could significantly overshadow the other. I mean, look at Boxing Day. I mean, Guisborough Town versus Northallerton Town was a great game, but obviously events at York City versus Gateshead heavily overshadowed it, and I think most people are probably watching it just skipping over to that part. So maybe like Guisborough Northallerton in a way maybe missed out on showcasing what they could do, because it was a really good game. That's the thing. So that's the reason behind that change. And I've noticed as well, like the viewing figures. I mean, I'm not in it for the viewing figures or anything like that. I'm in it for the love of it. But they do take a hit. Like, it is a notable difference between if you see a certain team in a double football video, or if you just see him in a game by itself. I mean, the South Shields against Mass videos got more views than the South Shields against Forest Green video, whereas obviously the Forest Green video, big FA Cup tie, you'd think there'd be the other way around, but because that one was banded in with Gateshead against Stevenage, it maybe had a little bit of an impact. I don't know, but it's an experiment. I mean, if I do end up having a double football day before the end of the season, I can maybe give it a trial run where I do two separate videos. Well, it's all in the works, and that's the thing. Like, this channel doesn't stop. I'm always wanting to try out new things, always willing to listen to feedback or whatever. So that is where we're at for the channel just now. Once again, massive thank you to everyone that's subscribed recently. Again, welcome to the channel. It's great to have you here. And in light of me reaching 1,000 subscribers, I am going to be doing a 1K Q&A special. So if you've got any questions for that, get them in the comments below. Ask me on social media or whatever. And when I get around to doing that video, which will probably be in the next couple of weeks or so, I will answer them as best as I possibly can. But that's that for this video, and I'll be back on Saturday with Banbury United versus Gateshead in the FA Trophy. So until then, take care, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.